Hello, good evening and welcome. This is DBS. It is the primetime news coming to you live from our dual studio at the Anko. I am Amadou Jalo Buba. Our news begins right away. The forces of law and order in Gaundare are said to have tracked down huge quantity of casual illegally imported into the town. Fire accidents in the town of late is said to be the origin of such practices. Details in the paper that follows with our reporter 10 Minute Nam.
200 liters of contraband fuel was discovered in the town of Gaundare, being smuggled in a truck. The forces of law and order quickly intervened and put a stop to these illegal transactions. This August 18th, a huge quantity of this product was discovered in the compound of an individual of this locality, consisting of 81 drums of 200 liters, 72 gallons of fuels, and 40 empty 20 liters. According to the regional delegate of national security, Tiwa Pierre, it was thanks to the help of two young people who were recruited for handling such issues that alerted the attention of the law and enforcement bodies. He further condemned this act and promised to track down all dealers of this contraband fuel, for it is against the law of the country. This tracking process was accompanied by the representative of the Prosecutor General of the Court of First Instance in the Adamawa region, Ton Gibel Alex, who also promised to make the individuals to face the law for their crimes. The regional delegate of national
We are sorry for that poor sound quality there. We continue what is making news. How willing and able are Cameroonians to consume made in Cameroon goods? Prices, in terms of prices, packaging style, and quality, and other determinant factors. This is the question raised by a recent order from the Ministry of Trade intending to prohibit the importation of some 50 articles into Cameroon. Details in the following report by Cynthia Gwebo.
The importation of 50 products into Cameroon will sooner than later be suspended in order to favor the growth of the industries in Cameroon producing the same goods. This is based on a recent note from the Cameroon Minister of Trade, Luc Magloire Atangana, which will subsequently boost local consumption of homemade products. Whether Cameroonians prefer to purchase and consume homemade goods or imported products, however, can be a challenging one to accurately answer, considering the wide gap between preferences and the availability as well as affordability. This draws attention to one of the first challenges hindering Cameroonians from consuming more of Cameroon-made goods, the price.
The price most of the time is higher as prices of commodities coming from abroad.
Another factor, like poor packaging, may be neglected, but it is one of the key determinants of local consumption of homemade goods in Cameroon.
And the product presentation of our products is not most of the time up to date. So, but we have also to underline that people in the country are laying emphasis on the fact that it is important to present better products.
Quality as well is a crucial element which local producers should certainly invest more in.
Customer came here to complain the product is not good, the product is not best, the products give me darks, the products give me pimples in my skin, all my skin. But if you use example François Bedon, you so calm because it's fiat.
This notwithstanding, a good number of Cameroonian consumers have still remained quite attached to homemade products despite the widespread of foreign goods and their enticing prices.
Globally, we can say that there is progress. There is progress in the country concerning the quality. People are aware of the fact that quality and low prices are determinant for a consumer.
It's not the best to think that only the product came in Europe is best, because the product is we have the time, the season, who this product is best for your skin and another is best for your skin.
Some sectors of the consumer markets, like cosmetic and food products, appear to be more homemade friendly compared to the others, an attitude which they will all have to adopt with or without a ministerial note in order to ensure an emerging economy.
All 10 Cameroonians with secessionist tendencies arrested in Nigeria January 5, 2018 and will stand in trial in the military court in Yaoundé have all been given a life imprisonment. Details in the following report with our reporter Mange Vernasius.
Separatist leaders under custody in Yaoundé since January 2018 have been handed life sentence by a military court sitting in the capital, Yaoundé. The sentence was pronounced early hours of Tuesday, August 20, 2019, by the presiding military judge, Lieutenant Colonel Mise Njone Jacques, convicted of various charges including rebellion and the organization of a secessionist movement in the northwest and southwest regions, amongst others. Their trial started in December 2018 and since then had been postponed a number of times. Defense lawyers say their clients, 10 of them, each sentenced to life jail, will jointly pay the sum of 250 billion francs CFA to the civil party and the state, as well as 12 billion francs CFA as cost of the trial, or serve an additional 5 years each. It should be noted that a few weeks back, AOUT Tabe is said to have indicated their willingness to cooperate with the state in relation to the long-announced dialogue to solve the Anglophone crisis, a position which he, however, adopted with a number of conditions to be fulfilled by the government.
Miss Europe has organized a seminar in Douala today to select 10 candidates who will take part in the final comes October 2019. The idea behind this is to promote women entrepreneurship and leadership, as we hear in the following report by Vanessa.
Beauty and brain is what the concept of Miss Europe Continental is all about. The main organizers of this event in Cameroon made this day in Douala to officially launch the first edition, following an audition of contestants. First, there was a one-to-one exchange with media men and women to talk on entrepreneurship and women's leadership.
The concept Miss Europe Continental is a concept which is organized by Italy, and Italy decided this year to import it to Cameroon because he want to give a chance to Cameroon women to develop and the leadership spirit in every type of woman in Cameroon, and to enhance the Cameroonian culture to the international panel.
The concept will go a long way to create job opportunities, boost the intellectual capacity of participants, and catapult the minds of young female Cameroonians to be ambitious entrepreneurs, overall to promote the culture of Cameroon.
Put the Cameroonian culture in the international panel, and to develop women's spirit of entrepreneurship and leadership, to make sure that women can be able to talk where there are men, so that they were able to participate in the economic activity or social activity, and to bring us innovative ideas and to develop well some industries or other part of the activities in Cameroon.
They started in Douala and will extend to other parts of the country.
And the second casting will be in Yaoundé, and the other one will be in Limbe, and then the last casting will be in the north, precisely in Maroua. So that is where we wanted to start this first edition. It's now on the second edition that we will expand it in all the Cameroonian territory.
Finals will take place on the 2nd of October 2019, and the best candidate will travel to Italy
to represent Cameroon on Miss Europe Continental.
Away from that now, we will be taking you to the North region, where the Garoua City Council has handed over end of training certificates to some 120 students who just ended a 3-week internship training with the City Council. Details in the following report by Wamba Tansi Mirabel.
For 3 weeks, these 120 students have been busy working, learning, and having an exchange with the Garoua 2 Council in the North region. This was during the just-ended holiday internship program organized by the mayor of Garoua 2 Council, who called on these students at the end of their training to be examples worth emulating. He urged them to make good use of the financial benefits from the council, like getting the necessary didactic materials needed for the 2019-2020 academic year. The socio-economic development of the Garoua 2 Municipal Council is the priority of the mayor. It was for this reason that these students were dispatched to work and ensure that the hygiene and sanitation of specific streets and neighborhoods was up to date. Others were sent to give an assistance at the Civil Status Office, where they were taught how to fill in birth certificates and the importance of this document, especially to the lives of children. The students exposed some of the good, bad, and ugly attitude practiced by some Cameroonians on a daily basis through sketches. They, however, applauded their time with the council and a lot of lessons they learned which will impact their future, especially at a time the government is calling on Cameroonians to live in unity, peace, and harmony. The intent also added that they had challenges during their field work, like the recalcitrant attitude of some parents who were not receptive, the lack of roads to penetrate some quarters, and the lack of trash cans as well in major streets and roundabouts. However, all that started well ended well because they were handed over attestations of recognition as a way of saying, you are ambassadors of the Garoua 2 Council.
The constant electricity power cuts in the city of Yaoundé of late is said to have paralyzed many businesses. Meanwhile, some other business persons have resorted to alternative powers, as we hear in the following report by our Yaoundé-based correspondent Apong as Afise.
For about 2 weeks now, many businesses in Yaoundé have been brought to a standstill because of unprecedented power failure. At times, light goes off for the whole day, making it difficult for us to do our work, and we cannot respect our rendezvous. The day that it started, thieves took advantage of the darkness to break into my shop. The constant power outage started on August 7 with a reported fire incident at one of the city's main power supply stations at the Mele neighborhood in Yaoundé. About 64 neighborhoods have been affected, with many households suffering damages, especially with perishable goods. The electricity supply company Eniu has resorted to power rationing, but many Yaoundé inhabitants have now turned to the use of generators to supply electricity in their homes and businesses. The increase in the demand for generators has automatically led to an increase in the price. I thought of buying a generator, but when I went there, the price had tripled because the demand for the generators is high. Last week, the government of Cameroon ordered Eniu to restore power within 7 days, but according to a press release from the electricity supply company, the actual reconstruction of the totally damaged substation will last between 3 to 6 months.
And it is with that report there from the nation's political capital Yaoundé that we draw the curtain for tonight's newscast. Thanks for watching, but don't go away, for more news will be coming up at exactly 9 p.m. this time around in the French language. We hope to be in your company when it will be 8 p.m. tomorrow, God's willing. Till then, stay tuned to DBS for more information and entertainment if you can. Good night.